What is the difference between a revocable trust and irrevocable trust? Oh, hey folks, elder law care attorney Patrick Kelleher coming to you from elderlawcare.com. Folks, today's question is, what is a living trust? Folks, pull up your chair and get your pen out, because I'm going to teach you today what a living trust is, and more importantly, what are the benefits? What are the protections of a living trust? Folks, you may know me as elder law care attorney Patrick Kelleher, author of How to Avoid the Four-Headed Monster of Estate Planning in Elder Law on Amazon. Strongly recommend pick up a copy of our book if you would like to learn how to slay that metaphorical four-headed beast. One way to slay that metaphorical four-headed beast is creating your living trust, okay, folks? A living trust is typically a revocable trust, okay? And a good way to remember, the way I explain it to our clients at our Elder Law Care Center and when we teach our educational programs in the community, is the following. A living trust, revocable trust, is designed, once it's funded, right, because it's not a magic red book. Think of your living trust like a treasure chest. You got to get all your treasures in there, right? If you have a home, get it retitled from your name as individual, Bill and Mary as individuals, to Bill and Mary as trustees of their trust. Have your attorney, your elder law attorney, draft and prepare that deed and record that deed at the county registry of deeds office. Now you have a funded trust with your assets titled to your trust. That is critical. That's where the rubber meets the road, okay? And what a living trust will do, it typically avoids the three-headed monster, so long as it's funded, just like I explained. Because the old saying, folks, sadly people die, but trusts do not, okay? So when your trust or your living trust or your revocable living trust is funded, all your assets are titled from your name to your name as trustee of your revocable living trust, and then you get hit by the proverbial bus of life the following day. Sad, but the good news, people die, but trusts do not. So the trust funded will avoid probate court, okay? Also, if you have proper tax planning language in the four corners of your revocable living trust, it will also reduce the estate tax with a federal estate tax or state estate tax like we have here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Check your state to see if you still have a state level death tax or estate tax in your state. And the tax planning is designed to reduce your estate tax to the greatest degree possible. So you're not only slaying the first-headed beast, avoiding probate, you're also slaying the second-headed beast to the greatest degree possible, the estate death tax. That's huge. Number 3, strongly recommend have your estate elder law attorney create bloodline protection language, what I call family bloodline protection language, in your revocable living trust. That way, when you go up to your cloud, you're giving your loved ones, your Mo, Larry, and Curly's, better than a gift. You're giving them what I refer to as a protected gift, a protected gift. What does that mean? You're giving them inheritance asset protection, or asset protection on their inheritance. Why is that important? Because if they're experiencing what I call a time of turmoil, what's times of turmoil? Could be a lawsuit, could be an automobile accident, it could be the in-laws turning into outlaws during a contentious divorce proceeding. Now your kids are receiving their inheritance. You do not want them receiving it in the palm of their hands, because how much of that inheritance would be at risk to their potential financial creditors and predators? That is correct, all of it, because it's payable to them in the palm of their hands. So that being said, have your estate elder law attorney create what I call family bloodline protection language, ascertainable standards, okay? That's typically the terminology. And that way you're giving them better than a gift, you're giving them a protected gift. So there you have it, folks, revocable living trust, that is funded, that's critical. Write that down, because an unfunded trust will still end up in probate court, right? So it has to be funded. Step 2 of the 3-step process. Number 1, design and create your trust or treasure chest. Number 2, get all your treasures in there, your home, your bank accounts, whatever it may be, retitle everything from your name as individual to your name as trustee of your trust. And then if you get hit by the bus, you're slaying the three-headed beast, probate court, the estate death tax, financial creditors and predators, so long as you have the proper tax planning and bloodline protection language in your trust. What a revocable trust, folks, will not do, you need to know this, it would typically not protect from the fourth-headed monster, which is Medicaid, long-term care, nursing home care, things of that nature. Typically, to slay the metaphorical four-headed beast, our clients also create the irrevocable trust, irrevocable Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. And if the client is a veteran, we create the veteran component called the Veterans Asset Protection Trust. So folks, there you have it. Revocable living trust that is funded, again, slays the three-headed beast, but not the fourth-headed beast. I have another video on this also, folks, the difference between revocable trust versus irrevocable trust. Check that out as well. Scroll down, post a comment, post a question, because a member of our team will get back to you as soon as possible. And click on the subscribe button, folks, because we will keep you updated on other important elder law matters. Thanks for joining us here today at elderlawcare.com.